Good evening, one and all. You've been patiently waiting, well, maybe even impatiently waiting. I don't want to discriminate, but here we are. It is the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. There is fun to be had here with the Greenleaf effect against the jaylow7, while the Laws Cards fan is here in the booth. How are you tonight, Laws?
I'm doing great, Trinity. It's good to be back here once again for the Zelda Randomizer Tournament. It's been a long time, hasn't it, folks? We've got the 2022 Randomizer Tournament. We are just getting kicked off here on the first week of Swiss round play.
And we, of course, are in the first round, so there is going to be plenty of shenanigans. If you haven't seen these flags in action, a couple of highlights that stand out to me, things you may not particularly be used to. The extra bosses is definitely a game changer. There's a little more intense combat in a lot of these dungeons as a result. Another big change, we've got that overworld item block. So something like the recorder, the power bracelet, is going to be required to access dungeons. And it really seems to feed on creating a chain reaction seed. We see a lot of, you're going to need item A to do B to have access to C. A lot of that tends to be happening with these flags.
Absolutely, Trin. And that also, I do believe, includes the wood sword itself. There can be a wood sword potential block. So, you may need to get like a candle to get that wood sword. So that should be very interesting.
Sword blocks are going to be very rare. It like has to be a candle Armos item to be able to do that. And it's not the only situation, but something like that.
Also, these runners are going to have no hints, so you're going to have those fun community hints that you're going to see all the Hylians say. And in addition, the book acts as an atlas, so you've got to make a decision. Do you want that permanent map in the dungeon, or do you want that little hindrance to that wand of yours?
Well, especially with the newish shapes algorithm. I mean, it came out like 8 months ago, and I say that and it's probably a year, and I'm just misremembering. But for these, I always want Atlas. I would pick up the Atlas just to go into 9.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway here. jaylow7 and the green leaf effect. We are starting at the desert near Vanilla Level 1's location. And that is where TGE is heading right now and is able to get through those Octoroks. And we have got, it is a take any cave, and good choice. Going to pick up that candle.
That opens up our overworld exploration, of course, and then gives our runners an early weapon, so it's not an unwelcome find at all. Of course, I always hate having to give up the hearts because you gotta have heart.
Yeah, most certainly here because, that white sword item anywhere between 4 and 6 hearts as TGE finds a cheap bait shop for 51 rupees. That could come into play if we do see that bait block. And it heading to Candle Row, but TGE missing. He was one bush too far to the right. He'll try it again and find some money. And 10 rupees. That is vanilla for our small secret. And by the way, because it's first quest overworld, 7 mediums, 4 small, and 3 large.
There'll be just a little bit of second quest flavor added to these flags with second quest rooms in the dungeons. So, plays a little bit of mind games with you sometimes.
And here's some more money. JLo finds. Hey, that's quite a nice medium secret. 39 out of the possible 40. So, doesn't look like a poverty seed at the moment. Of course, we haven't found any large secrets just yet. Money-making game, can't play. Quote-unquote hint shop for jaylow7. What does it matter to him? Because there are no hints with these flag sets.
Now, I tell you where that will really bum you out as a runner is not even the hint shop, it's the old men in the dungeons who are prone to tell you where another dungeon is.
Right. But by the way, we found both of the quote-unquote hint shops, and they're right next to each other. That is weird. A little slight divergence of paths here. TG trying to do the screen scroll with these blue Lionels in the way. JLo finds a money-making game. Is he going to gamble? No.
I like to call a screen like this a firing squad because they're just gonna shoot.
Yeah, absolutely, it is the firing squad. I believe that's what it's affectionately known as, the screen due south of Vanilla Level 6. So, yeah, it's definitely apt here. TGE finding some money, a medium for 39.
So no dungeon yet, no sword yet, but hey, only 2.5 minutes. TGE is our first to head towards an Armos spot, which is almost surprising because you could have gone right from start to go towards an Armos location, but so far, they're all about going left.
Alright, and look at the cluster of enemies guarding the Armos here where TGE is. It's the right one. Another small secret for jaylow. Unfortunately, that's a door repair penalty, but gets out of it in time to keep all 78 of his rupees.
And as I say that, now he is kind of heading... Well, no, he's not. Never mind.
Our door repair penalty is 16 rupees there.
It's not that bad a penalty, really, but it's never fun to run into that.
No, not at all. We have 9 door repair penalties scattered throughout Hyrule, costing anywhere between 15 and 25. So seeing 16, that's definitely on the good end of that spectrum.
I mean, that's bomb money to me, because I'm not good at forcing my counts. That would be doing math, and that'll always betray you while live on Twitch. We have our first dungeon! It's level 4.
Yes, level 4, and of course we are dealing with shapes dungeons, and I've got plus or minus 2. And the bomb upgrade is 1 over the vanilla amount we find. jaylow, he reset, so that's why he's got that candle back again. Since he didn't find anything good, he opted to just reset and leave everything intact.
Yeah, now if he's done his overworld tracking nicely, then that's gonna set him up to save some cash. And then maybe when he finds 4, he gets that bomb upgrade. So could be a subtle difference that pays off in the long run. And you really haven't lost him much right now, because there hasn't even been that much exploration that we lost. Well, you don't lose exploration.
Look at the price of bombs. 3 rupees for a 4-pack. That is an unbelievable price there. And TG is going to get his maximum of 8 bombs. What a bargain, Trenton.
That is a absolutely fantastic price. The only bad side is how close those bomb shops are to each other, because you want those spaced out, and preferably get one up on Death Mountain where you really need it.
Well, at least it's near start, but yeah, now we've got the firing squad guarding where one of those take-any's would be, and we have take-any roads. Let's see where they lead. We've got one, at the waterfall where you get the white sword normally. That's pretty good.
I probably would like to have just snuck up and checked Vanilla 5 at that point, unless you're planning to screen scroll it because it's faster, but that's probably about the most convenient it can be to do that check.
Candle shop, 64 rupees for the blue candle. No need, though, as TGE does have. Not going to check the other any road just yet, but gets hit by the firing squad, those Lionels. There's the last...
Yes, he is going to check the other any
wow.
road. He just didn't know it.
The 4th and final spot just happened to be there. Wow, what are the odds of that, Trenton?
I don't know. That would involve doing math live on Twitch, and that'll always betray you.
Those roads get a D+ for me. I mean, there's none in Death Mountain. There's none in the Lost Hills or the Dead Woods or anything like that. And TG will be setting back to start. We'll try it off again.
An intriguing question was asked in chat, and I want to bring it up, is would you insta-buy arrows in this scenario? Personally, I'll never buy insta-buy arrows unless I have the bow.
Yeah, I agree with that play, because you very well might find the silver arrows before you even find the bow. Important items, by the way, cannot be in level 9, and the red ring and silver arrow is not necessarily going to be forced into level 9 either. It could be anywhere.
I'll tell you the other reason I wouldn't do it in this seed specifically, that was my general reason, but we saw that one room into 4 bomb upgrade.
Ooh.
Red ring in the Armos!
Oh, the jewelry! Greenleaf is going to find that red ring, and he's going to get a massive defense boost. Damage taken now down to 1/4 of the base value. Great find there by TGE.
Oh, that is just phenomenal early game. It's going to help the defense tremendously.
And now that he's got that red ring, no need to save money to get a blue ring. He's going to go ahead and purchase those wood arrows.
That's another factor to consider. Level 2, this is phenomenal. Short dungeon, floor drops.
Unfortunately, I've got some bad news. We've got potentially a river block here. However, there was just bombs there, no enemies to be dealt with. Unfortunately, we've got some pancakes.
I am wondering if we have a technical difficulty on JLo's side. He's not said anything in the race room. I double-checked there, but he's started over from scratch for the second time now, so that's going to be a little bit of a story to keep an eye on now.
Yeah, most certainly. Now, meanwhile, TGE has found some red land molas, and good thing he's got that red ring. Normally, these guys deal 2 hearts of damage, but with that jewelry, only going to deal half a heart damage, and good play there by TGE. When you take one down, leave the room, come back, the other one goes down with it, and he's found the map.
So short dungeon and looking for floor drops, and you're not going to be able to get them out of a room of dark nuts right now.
Yeah, 2 bombs might not even be enough, because remember that the enemies could be vanilla, but the range is ±2, so they could have rolled up to 10s, and TG does not want to test the waters here.
Now you might as well look in other places and see if you can find something a little more vulnerable, like maybe an Aquamentus.
Hey, you got a refund on those bombs there, and that was a very good use of those bombs. So now it's decision time. Well, he has no keys. He could try to get the Kanana key. He could try to get the Kanana key with these gels. It'll be a difficult proposition. No, didn't work because it's a push block, and he can't do it anyways. Getting trolled by the game right there, because remember, second quest rooms are on, and that diagonal block room is a second quest room. So great idea there by TG, but unfortunately, bad luck. Ended up being a second quest room. He'll have to leave.
Yeah, I mentioned it before that those are going to come up. There's not a lot of second quest in these flags, but those second quest rooms, they do make a difference.
JLo's now discovered the cheap bombs, and he's going to purchase his maximum fill, another medium secret discovery by TG, where the letter normally is. Yeah, you might see that H-Mote room, you might see what I like to call the grocery store room, and yep, you'll see those second quest rooms show up.
Also, I'm never sure I actually said the other reason that I wouldn't want to spend my money is because we got that easy bomb upgrade room in 4.
Right, for 101 rupees. Of course, we don't know what the large secret is just yet. I mean, who knows? I mean, if it's over 100, you got that big money seed, and don't have to worry about cashing in. Free red ring is our Armos item, so, I mean, you can't really do much better than that, even if the large isn't great. I mean, we don't have boomsticks, so you're not spending your money on that. You're not going to be spending money on a blue ring, so, it's not going to be the end of the world if that large secret ends up being kind of pitiful.
Yeah, now what I'd really like to see for JLo is get his way over to that Armos location and find that red ring. He's moved in a lot of different directions other than towards that Armos, and we know that that's a very big deal.
We just found out that vanilla level 5 was just a potion shop. We don't have a letter, so we can't check on pricing right now. But we do find another secret, 39, another medium secret at the waterfall. Going to save his progress and take a different path.
There's another choose any, so 4 hearts now for JLo.
Correct, that's JLo's second, so that he's now got a 1 in 3 chance of picking up that white sword item if he can find it. Now, I don't know if that was an intentional death there for JLo on those blue levers, but he will be sent back to start. Looks like TG is going to check bomb spot here first, and he's going to find level 7.
Well, we continued. We've now found 3 dungeons before we found a wood sword. I don't hate the play at all of checking a few rooms in and seeing what happens, because, hey, if you found the white sword or maybe the wand, you could do a lot of damage with a good item find.
Yeah, you're correct about that, Trenton, and I'm already going to call it right now. I'm placing my money at the wood sword is behind Medicine Shop next to Vanilla Level 9. That is going to be my guess for tonight.
You'll notice, of course, that TGE did check that push block. There's our second bomb upgrade, so both of them very early in levels.
Fortunately, TGE is just a little bit short of that 101 rupees. Now we can get anywhere between 2 and 6 extra bombs. Now JLo has found level 4, and he now knows about the 101 rupee bomb upgrade. So, yeah, JLo is not going to get anywhere with this Patra Wayne here. So that's what stopped TGE in his tracks, his first dive in level 4.
Well, we've seen several places now where we might be facing ladder blocks in the dungeons, so that actually suggests we'll probably find a reasonably early ladder. Or hopefully so, at least.
TG finds a push block, but it's just a transport staircase. No items here, so I'll have to just keep on looking at, the dongos, and There's that H-moat room that I'm talking about, and it's guarded by Patra Wayne. That is a disgusting room to have a Patra in.
Level 7 be level 7.
Alright, now TG gonna check the Armo spot. The staircase is on the left. He just wants to reset it because, you know, those Pole's voice. Then that's level 1. 3 items to be had here. Actually, there is going to be a heart. By the way, hearts are not in the shuffle. So you know there's going to be a heart on the floor and then 2 items. One that's going to be on the floor. Well, there's our first Triforce. TG going to ignore it for the time being.
Yeah, that's easy to get back to. There's no particular demand for picking it up early. And there's also no real reason to kill the enemies in the room because there's not going to be a floor drop. It's already there.
Yep, and we got the staircase item as well. There's the map for level 1, and it's about as small as you can get it for shapes. It's 13 rooms.
So 13 minutes in, and Jaylow is going to get his red ring now. So about 5 minutes, TGE's been able to run around with the red ring advantage.
Oh, wow. Those orange moblins rolled down to 1 HP. They normally have 3, so a nice break there. Unfortunately, the Zols did not roll down, so not going to be able to kill them with just a single wood sword or candle hit.
And here Jaylow's going to find level 7, which doesn't look like we can do very much in.
TG backed out after taking that staircase, finding that Patra in that H-moat room. Finds a key.
Laz, let me throw this question at you. When you're playing in one of these and you haven't found that wood sword yet, yes, there's something to be said for early dungeon exploration, but at what point do you say, okay, we're too deep into this seed to not have a sword, I gotta go find it?
I think it depends. To me, I think this is a case where it depends on what kind of enemy sets we're dealing with. I mean, we're dealing with tame enemies here in this level 1. The only problem for TGE is with these 2 Zols here, I mean, he doesn't want to spend that key, but he's hoping to find some kind of drop. Problem is that candle will not take out the Zols, and even if he defeats 1 pair of those gels, they're just going to respawn anyway. So I just think it depends on what the enemy set is. If these are like enemies, like you just can't take them down and you don't want to be using up your bombs, then yeah, at that point, you're going to be wanting to look for that sword. And TG's thinking the same way. And he leaves the Triforce behind. And I don't blame him for doing this because he's going to go back there anyway to try to find those items. But Jaylow did pick up the Triforce in level 1. He's going to bail, so he may or may not be returning there anytime soon. But look at this, another level found. This time it's 6 for TG.
We've got a little cluster of these levels in this section of the world.
Yeah, TG wants nothing to do with level 6 at the moment, being one of the bigger dungeons in shapes. Gonna check this Armos location. There's some money. And yeah, kind of expected. When you see big, medium secrets like that, largest 10 generally are on the small side, and 68. Hey, game knows I was doing commentary tonight, so what do you expect?
Alright, so pretty even item-wise. I mean, TG has the arrows that he can't use. Jaylow's been able to grab a Triforce that TGE doesn't have, but it's 1 room into level 1, so that's not much of a distinction right now. Chat, pick between our runners. Who you got? Who's gonna find the wood sword first? Will it be TGE or Jaylow?
Right now, the way these 2 runners are pretty much following each other's footsteps, I don't think anybody's going to be finding it first. Because, again, I still think Potion Shop, where Vanilla level 9 is my guess. By the way, Book is our ladder item on the coast.
That's interesting. If my theory about an early-ish ladder holds true, then we could have our maps for all the dungeons.
Yeah, most certainly, Trenton. But there's another divergence of paths here. TG heading for the forest, en route out of the desert, and he's going to go back to level 4, and he has enough money, 201 rupees. He can buy this bomb upgrade here, and let's find out how many more extra bombs. Of course, it's the minimum. Go figure.
It's still extra bombs.
Yeah, but that will probably deter TGE from buying the other bomb upgrade that's in level 7. I would save my money.
Well, the only other thing he has to buy is the bait.
Yeah, no one's bought the bait yet. We haven't seen the bait block yet. For all we know, it could be on level 9. TG going to find the letter, so he'll be able to buy some potions now. So, looks like he's making some progress toward the western side of Hyrule. Is he going to screen scroll? No, it looks like he's going to head towards Vanilla level 9's location, try to get this screen scroll here, and go up the ladder, I would imagine, which he does.
Well, he got 9 bombs. It's a great time to explore Death Mountain.
Except when you have these blue Lionels. Again, good thing he's got the jewelry. Otherwise, they'd be doing 2 hearts of damage here. And he needs to switch out to those bombs and get some bombs from the blue Lionels here. And we find another potion shop.
I'm going to give him credit for a veteran move there. He actually used the candle to corral the blue dark nuts so that he could hit as many as possible with a single bomb.
Absolutely here. So now we're going to check Vanilla level 9's location, and we're going to find that he's going to get hit by another beam. And it is, well, that would normally be a hint for either the white sword item or the magical sword location, but there's no penalty here. What do we have behind the potion shop? A door repair penalty, so no sword here, Trenton. Not this time.
I want to give some props to a good idea I just read in chat from Dr. Blue that he would spend his money in this seed on a couple of keys. You know, we have seen a couple of those locked doors. It's a solid play to purchase some keys so you can make more progress.
It's not a bad play at all, Trin. I mean, this is so far a key-starved seed here. We've only seen the 1 key from TGE, and TGE is going to do it. He's going to do some Death Mountain exploration. He is going to find the second of the quote-unquote large secrets.
I feel the need to highlight this, Laws. If my notes are correct, so far we have levels 2, 7, 1, and 6, all in the same column on the overworld.
Wow, I have not been keeping track of the map like you have, Trenton, but that is crazy if they're all on that same column right there. Of course, we've also seen level 4, but 3, 5, 8, and 9 remain to be seen.
Yeah, we just have not been able to make much progress in the dungeons yet. 20 minutes is still pretty early, but usually by 20 minutes you kind of expect more than one try.
Oh, and jaylow tried to do that same Kananaki, hoping he would be able to do so, but unfortunately, second quest diagonal block room is going to stop him from his tracks. Here's level 8 for TGE. Now, 2 items behind the staircases, but does not want to do any exploration right now. Looks like he is on a mission to find that wood sword.
So now 5 or 9 is going to have to be our overworld block because we haven't satisfied that yet.
There's the magical sword in its vanilla location of all things, Trent.
Well, good to know, and if we have the recorder, there may be a chance to pick that up. That's not a bad spot for it to be in.
We still can't find that wood sword, though. Now I'm starting to think it's probably in that southwestern space that a lot of people tend to overlook when it comes to exploration. And TGE is heading there as he's now in the Deadwoods, but he finds level 5 first. All these levels he's found, so only 3 and 9 are left.
Loss! It's in the same column as level 8!
It's like we're playing tic-tac-toe here. And we're making big progress.
It's funny. So we still have Vanilla 3 to check as well, so there's 2 cave checks in this area that are wood sword eligible.
Alright, so TG checking this burn bush spot, but unfortunately that's another door repair penalty to take away 16 rupees. Looks like he's going to head for Vanilla level 3 spot next. jaylow up an A, going to try a different path of exploration here behind Vanilla level 3. Another potion shop, still not going to show the letter as of yet.
No, I fully agree with that. Don't do that until like level 9, or like you've done most all of your dungeons. In exploration mode, it's only going to slow you down with the text. So
right, even with fast
to do your
text,
exploration without turning it in.
Every second counts, Trenton.
With as many races as we're going to have in this tournament, I promise everyone watching, you will see races decided by seconds.
And there it is! My second guess came true. We do find the wood sword in the very southwestern corner of Hyrule, so TGE the first to find the stabbing device.
Yeah, I think he has explored so much he had it down to one of those two locations because he was instantly going up when he went into Vanilla 3, expecting that was going to be the wood sword.
So now it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What dungeon do we start with? TGE level 5
Five's the
doesn't sound very
closest, I don't
appealing.
disagree.
Yeah, he's
See if you
trying to
can
do
find the
the,
bomb
yep,
wall. There it is.
yeah, the pirouette trick. That's exactly what TGE was looking to do there to get rid of that. No, a potential bow and arrow block? Maybe.
You know what? Here's the good news about that. That's not blocking the bow.
Well, we do find the map here in level 5. Decently sized
Ooh,
at
if you
24
invest your
rooms.
only key to explore 5 of all levels, well, he's going to try bomb
Oh
wall
my
first. I don't
goodness, look at
disagree.
the prices of potion. JLo shows the letter 30 for the Pepsi, 48 for the Coke, both at major discounts.
And that's... Well, that's not a recorder block. Unless that's the Triforce.
Right, we would need to find the compass in order to determine that, as JLo picks up a medium secret.
I don't know how to say hello in Portuguese, but greetings to all of you who have joined us from Speed Gaming Portuguese. We appreciate you coming in. You're watching the Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. We're in week 1 of Swiss, things just kicking off. And a round 1 matchup between JLo and Greenleaf Effect.
I'll tell you what, JLo is not that far away from the wood sword if he continues to stay on the western section of Hyrule, and hopefully he does not overlook that second forgotten spot that tends to happen in randomizer races here. And oh no, JLo saw the door penalty opting out, and he's going to miss out on the wood sword, at least for now.
Let's see, he has not been to Death Mountain yet, but he can't have that many more places to explore for it.
No, he shouldn't have too many more exploration spots left, as TG finds a small secret near Vanilla's start.
I think in this position, I'd really want to head more back towards level 1. You know, level 1 and level 2 are very close together, and now that you have a sword and can do some damage in those, they would be my compelling targets right now.
Yeah, certainly here, but, you know, that's just how Zelda Randomizer works. All it takes is making that one misdirection there, and you end up turning a close race into a blowout. I mean, that's just the nature of Randomizer in general. I mean, it usually more often than not comes down to exploration.
Now, the big thing is going to be
Well,
we are still missing 2 of our levels, and at least one of them has some type of overworld block, be that a recorder, a power bracelet, something. I believe Raft also qualifies.
Right,
So,
you know, we
one
haven't
of
seen
those
the
is
white.
blocking us.
We haven't seen the white sword item yet, Trenton, either.
We have not. That could easily be behind one of those blocks as well.
I want it to be raft blocked. JLo finds another potion shop. And look at this. TG is going to purchase at least 1 key. Will he go back for 2? Yes, he is going to go for a second key.
Well, again, there's just not a lot else you're going to spend your money on in this seed. And if that breaks open your exploration, so much the better. And oh, by the way, there's 3 levels right here for him. So it's a big deal.
And it looks like TG is going to select level 4 as his next choice. JLo in level 5. Let's see if that stops him in his tracks, or if he's going to do that same pirouette trick. Looks like he's going to do that pirouette trick and at least give level 5 a shot. Now, TG, of course, sees Patra Wayne. Now, he does have the wood sword. Again, he has the red ring, so it's going to be a half a heart damage every time you get bopped by Patra here. So, then they take a lot of hits, so got to be careful here. If you have the beam sword, definitely a much easier fight. But sadly, TG down that 1 heart, so gonna have to get up close and personal if he wants to deal damage.
Also, definitely the best room to fight Patra in. You've got plenty of room to move around and avoid the little Patras.
Yeah, unlike
Patrats.
that H moat room that we saw earlier in level 7. Should be free now for TG,
JLo
of course.
is near-ish that wood sword. It's down in the southwest, and feel like a big part of this is going to be how long it takes him to get there.
Yeah, he's kind of been circling. Oh, no. And he has forgotten the spot. He's going through the maze here, and he's bypassing that southwestern spot. I've told you, Trenton, it happens a lot in Zelda randomizer races where runners overlook that spot, and that's going to hurt JLo here.
A big deal is how well you can keep track of where you've been and what you've done. And it's always going to hurt if you leave one or two spots isolated. You know, whenever you do it in a dungeon, that's the one room that's got the silver arrows to the ladder.
You really hate to see it, folks. Oh, out of the frying pan and into the fire is TG with these blue land moles. They move very fast. Again, it's going to cost you half a heart every time you get hit. But again, good thing he's got that jewelry. Now, that double block room where that blue goma is, that's a possible staircase block right there. We'll see. And TG is just going to tank it. And they're a little bit beefy, so TG's like, nah, you know what? Forget it.
Real quick chat wondering if JLo had been up here. JLo's not been up to Death Mountain. This is his first trek up here. So he is going to find this level 8, and we didn't really see anything else of note on TGE's side. Obviously no white sword item or anything like that.
Nothing. No, we've seen a lot of nasty enemies here in this level 4, all blue. We've had those 2 blue land molas sandwiched in between 2 blue gomas.
As for the overworld, 3 and 9, still to be located. White sword items, still to be located.
And I'm still banking on that white sword item.
Oh, JLo was thinking about that key. He was thinking about grabbing that one key.
He might be saving his his rupees for that bomb upgrade. You know, you certainly can't fault him with 217 rupees, but little does he know, it may not be the greatest bang for his buck.
No, but if you time it well and it's also a refill, then that's never going to feel bad even on a minimum.
Well, that is true, Trenton. Very true indeed. By the way, I love that community message regarding the drinks, the Redis fruit punch.
Man, I haven't had fruit punch in a while.
Me neither.
More overly caffeinated land molas hanging out, as they do.
Oh, and somebody's got to have heart, and it's these pancakes here, and JLo finds a large secret. He's now topped out at 255 rupees.
And you would want to clear this room for the shutter door anyways, but that's also very important to put you closer to the white sword item, so that's a pretty essential pickup.
Yeah, one more heart will guarantee it for TG. He sees another Patra here in level 4, and he wants no part of it. Sees blue dart.
Was that our first dungeon heart?
Yes, it was.
Okay. You don't normally think of that 30 minutes in, but there we are.
Yeah, because JLo so far has found 3 of the 4 take-any caves.
Little difficulty with these dark nuts, but...
Yeah, they could have as many as 10 HP trying to use some bombs as well. Yeah, and having that red ring definitely going to help. Instead of losing 2 hearts, just going to lose a half. Still has to be careful, though, because he's down to his last heart.
This is not my favorite room to fight dark nuts in, although I'd take it over an all blocks room, but... It's nice when you have a 2-block room is the ideal, because then you'll have something that forces them to turn.
TGE is really trying to be bold here with 1 heart left, trying to take down this Patra here, but now he's down to his last hit. This is going to get really dicey. Hopefully he took the Master Eyeball out, and I think he did it! He did! He's still got to be careful.
So not expanding anymore. That's very preferable.
Uh-oh, but he's getting... that was close. I was just saying he's getting cornered here by Patra. Now he's just got... Ooh, that was so close there. I'm on the edge of my seat here, and the rest of this should be easy. Just don't get too close.
Do not hug the Patra.
Yeah, hugs are... Ooh. Man,
Give a heart.
He really gave me a heart attack there. I thought for a moment he was going to take that hug to Patra right at the end there, but luckily he does take it down, does get some bombs for his efforts. There's a couple of gels, easy peasy there for TGE. Meanwhile, JLo's still trying to find that wood sword, heading back in the right direction now.
So this is very likely a bow-blocked item in 4.
Yeah,
That Goma room looks really sus.
I agree. He's back to the same very precarious stretch of rooms here. TGE looks like
This
he's
has
found
got to
a
be
safe
looking for a
zone.
Triforce, because this is obviously not an item room.
Oh, he has cleared one of them. He's just going to exit, re-enter, and see if it drops anything. And it's bombs.
This seems like a big 4.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Alright, J-Lo's in the right area. This is big for him.
I hope that's the direction he heads in, because
No, he's going back to the maze.
Yep, you can't head to
Can't
that
go down
southwest
that
corner.
way.
You have to go around, JLo. Unfortunately, I just noticed that the one of the varieties of the blue Octrox rolled up to 3 HP, and TGE, I don't know if he was trying to farm there, but he did get a heart drop from those Gibdos there, and now JLo's one screen away from his wood sword.
And TGE re-enters level 1.
This is
So
definitely
here
the
we
correct
go.
play.
TGE's had about 15 minutes advantage with this wood sword. He's been able to explore more in the dungeons.
And
JLo
JLo taking it out on the
correctly.
old man. Yep. Alright, here's the Patra fight for TGE, which could have our staircase item now. He's got more health this time around. Unfortunately, this time not so lucky taking down the Master. Still hasn't taken it down. This is his chance. Still hasn't found the right one.
Now, if he's got this one close to down, he should be okay.
Well, he's going to have to do it the hard way the rest of the way. The last one ended up being the Master Eye there. Okay, he should be free the rest of the way. Just take it nice and easy. Check to see if this is a push block. If it is, it's an item. It is our item. Let's find out what our first dungeon item is going to be. Hello!
That amuses me.
So yeah, you needed to have some kind of weapon, whether it's a white sword or a wood sword or a wand to get the white sword. So that's a big find though for TG. That's going to double his attack power, 2 HP per strike now.
That will not be unwelcome in this seed at all. The HP of the enemies suggests that the white sword's going to do a lot of heavy lifting for us.
Yeah, because in order to get the magical sword, you need somewhere between 10 and 14 hearts. And the way this seed is shaping up right now, that might not be very plausible. Good news is that Zol's did not roll up. It is the standard 2 HP. There's our heart. Of course, there's still one item left. It could be another heart. Well, there's our white sword item. And 5 hearts isn't enough to have more heart. You have to have 6. So TG has enough. JLo's going to have to find another heart. He's probably not going to come back.
Loss?
What is
I think we have to find the bow.
I know we have to find the bow. Now the question is
I think
where.
that's our key to opening up this seed now. I think we're going to have a bow-blocked ladder that opens up everything else for us.
Yeah, the old chain reaction seed, as you mentioned at the start, where one item leads to another. By the way, those enemies that look like Link, since TGE is playing as one of Ganon's minions, specifically a Wizrobe, all Wizrobes turn into Link. I like the movement of Wizrobes as Link. It kind of looks like Michael Jackson to me with the moonwalking.
Dig Duggar really just likes all kinds of music. I think he's more into bluegrass, personally.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Alright, so we have found the heart in one, the floor... This is the recorder!
Yes, the good old Olive Garden breadstick, the recorder, and that, of course, will open up Recorder Lake. Now, again, it's first quest overworld, so in terms of exploration, not as useful as it is in second quest overworld, but it does give TG a little bit of peace of mind. He'll be able to take down those dig doggers as well, and that is all for level 1 for TGE.
There's a really high chance that that Recorder Lake's going to be level 3, though.
That'd be nice. How about level 9? Give me level 9.
Because we still got to have access to another item that we don't have right now.
J-Lo saw the wooden arrows, but opted. He thought about making the purchase, but opted not to do so.
TGE's heading to level 2, so another short dungeon, and with the white sword, theoretically you're doing this faster. So, not giving anything up right now. This was actually faster to get to than level 7, or Vanilla 7's location, Recorder Lake. That's what I'm trying to say. But I do want to beeline towards that pretty quickly.
Oh no, he can't do anything else here, level 2. Well, he knows that he's found his heart container, but there's nothing else he can do here because we are ladder blocked.
Yeah, he may be able to kill things and get into a room he wasn't able to before. Obviously, it's not going to be segmented, but it could still be your floor drop item, potentially.
Oh, I guess we did find level 9. It must have been on JLo's side when he was doing his exploration. It was not terribly far from second quest level 9. So you might be right about that level 3 there, Trent.
Yeah, it's just the runs that I have seen of these flags highly suggest that. So there's the Triforce in 2. He's got the recorder. You're obviously going to pick it up.
Yes, he's going to see if he can find the floor drop item here. But if he doesn't find it in this blue Dark Nut room, we know that whatever item is here in level 2 is ladder blocked. Personally, I hope it's the bow.
I don't know. I'm thinking bow to get past Goma to get the ladder.
And there's nothing here, so TG is just going to grab his Triforce, get out of level 2, and come back later.
And JLo's going to find the white sword, which is about 4 minutes after he found the wood sword, give or take.
You know what? JLo is, considering the rough start he's had, is really not all that far behind TGE. I mean, he's definitely still very much alive in this race. I think it's going to determine what kind of pathing he takes, but this is anybody's game at the moment. And now TGE heading for level 7, and JLo a little bit indecisive. You can't be indecisive in these tight races here. I mean, like I said, every second counts.
Well, it never hurts to have a plan.
No.
You may change the plan may go wrong, but you at least need to have a plan.
Oh, absolutely.
See, we've seen a few of those Gomas just hanging around, being jerks. And I feel like it's the bow that's going to open up this seed.
Of course it's going to be the bow that opens up the seed, but of course the 64,000 rupee question is, where the heck is that bow?
Level 3, behind the recorder.
That would be the ultimate chain reaction. We'll see if you're right about that, Trenton, as TG continues to do his exploration. And hey, there's one of the rooms that you see in second quest, the old turnstile room. Can't bomb down up there. Can he bomb down? No, he can't. It's a dead end. And of course, we don't have walk-through walls. Even though we have second quest rooms, walk-through walls are not in play in this tournament.
Yeah, no, what else is important about that is that also rules out the left, because in logic you couldn't do it. So there's nothing to the left there.
Right, it's just a complete dead end, because you could obviously block clip to get to that left side, but it's not in logic. Yep, so by rule there has to be nothing there. And there's a heart pickup for jail. So now both of these runners have 6 hearts, as TG is going to head to that very dangerous portion of level 7. Again, that was where we saw that H-mote room that had the Patra, but with the white sword should have a much easier opportunity to take him down. We'll see if he decides to go after these the Dongos here. He is going to go after them. Just one, though.
I also want to point out that TGE bought 2 keys, and he currently has 2 keys. Now, he's used keys in between, but it's just in the seed paying him back what he invested. So, those purchases have been valuable in that regard.
Now, let's see how trolly Patra's going to be here. Because he's got all of the B's down, but Patra is not coming anywhere towards TGE. Now finally is. There it is,
go.
down.
And no ladder, so you're not even clipping that room yet.
Correct, and because we're at the very tippy top of the map, we can't bomb to the north to even see if there's anything there because it's pointless. But, uh-oh, a potential another ladder block here in 7, and yes, it is.
Recorder pickup for jaylow. And he had already grabbed the Triforce out of 1 earlier, so he is complete in level 1 now.
Now, question is, will these runners try to go for Recorder Lake? Now, jaylow also going back into level 7. Now, remember, he's not bought any of the bomb upgrades yet. Here's TG now going into level 6.
Yeah, again, we've got 5 levels that are all throw a blanket on them close. So the reason they're not going away from this area is that there's just too much that you could potentially do here. Versus checking one spot with the recorder, it doesn't necessarily make sense, even though it's obvious that's going to be the answer.
Right, because you're pretty confident level 3 is there, and
Well, because we have to have an overworld block. There's our first chance for it, and elsewise we'd have to find the power bracelet or raft.
Raft. I'm still holding out for a raft block. Oh, and there's a Y-Force there for TGE. I don't think he meant to grab that, but he got pushed right into it, and that'll be his 3rd Triforce piece on the board.
So far, we have found the Armos item very early on. TGE, as I recall, had that in the first 10 minutes. A little bit longer for jaylow, but not too much. The white sword item has turned out to be a heart. And we have the recorder and white sword found in level 1. That's it for our dungeon items so far.
Yeah, we're 44 minutes in, and then another ladder block here, Trenton.
And I forgot to mention that the book is the ladder item.
Yes, that is correct. The magical sword is also in its vanilla location, but neither of these players are anywhere close to having enough hearts to even make an attempt. All right, eyes down for TGE and Patra down.
So we've ruled out 4 of the 4 of the things that could be in level 9. I'm starting to think ahead to that. The 2 boomerangs could be in there, as well as the magic key and the wand.
All right, 25 rooms of level 6 and another ladder block, Trenton.
We're seeing a lot of that tonight, and a lot of that kind of thing in these flags.
Yeah, I'm 90% confident you were right about your guess of level 3 being in Recorder Lake.
And of course the ladder would be the most beneficial thing that could be there, so it'll be the bow.
Now watch it be like the raft or something, I don't know.
Raft wouldn't help us at this point.
I know. Which means they have to go somewhere else, a spot that they might have overlooked to progress. See, jaylow now is going to discover that dead end. He's going to bomb to the north, see nothing. He's going to bomb to the south, see nothing.
Also, you can throw out what I said earlier about TGE's keys, because now he's down to 0.
Well, it just goes to show this has been a key-starved seed. And
Chat, are you having fun? I'm not sure you're hype enough, chat. We need some hype in the chat.
Alright, so TG
a little more hype
here. So here's his 3rd bonus cave. He's up to 7 hearts now.
A little bit closer to a potential minimum chance at the mags, but a little far off still.
The way this seed's been going, it's probably a 14 heart mags.
Well, I mean, we'll probably find them behind all those ladder blocks.
Maybe.
We have got a lot of Zelda 1 randomizer going on tonight. There's 3 or 4 games just on SpeedGaming tonight. And I mean SpeedGaming 1, not even the other channel.
Exactly, because coming up after this race, we've got Fury SK versus Kigalas. And then after that, which is going to be at 11 p.m. Eastern time, JSR versus Darkfall. So, hope to see you guys for those races here on SpeedGaming.
I have been debating what I want to nickname this tournament. So hear me out on this one, Loss. Revenge of the Casuals.
Not bad.
This is a deep tournament field. We have a lot of returning people who have not been heavy on the racing scene in the last year or two. A lot of familiar names if you followed Z1 Rando long enough. And I just feel like it's great to see so many people come back in and have some fun with this. And you know they're going to knock off some of the veterans.
Yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of the comeback tour. But yeah, you're kind of on the right track of what I was thinking. You know, it's been a couple of years since we've had a major Zelda Randomizer tournament. You know, we've got big names coming back. Heck, we've got Lack Attack in this tournament. And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't this his first Zelda Randomizer tournament?
I am not positive on that front. He's certainly done some events in the past, like the Groundhog Day race, I believe he used to do.
In any event, yeah, this is going to be... Oh, this is his second. We've got some people mentioning he did do the Random Percent tournament. Yeah, that was several years back. I finally remembered that one. Because one of my favorite flag sets for the Random Percent was important items behind enemies, so you can find a magical sword in like a minute.
Alright, so TGE has come back to level 8. Of course, ignoring all my advice to go check Recorder Lake.
It's going to be the last thing these runners are going to check, Trenton, because that's just how it works. Just a red herring there for TG. He was hoping to find a push block, but nada. Oh, he's going to try for the Kananaki going on the right side.
He got it.
No, he's got one more left.
Hi, Patra. There's always more Patra.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing here. Whoops. Yeah, more Patra. We've seen a lot of those already here. That is for sure.
These flags always mean more Patra.
Oh, I know.
He's got it locked in. There he goes. Now he just has to deal with a few fireballs. All that for a $5.
You know, it's funny. We've seen all of these extra bosses. You know what enemy we have not seen yet? You know what boss we've not seen yet?
Yes, but I'm forgetting the name of the spot, but our dragon dude.
Yes, Gliok. We have
Gliok.
Gliok yet.
Thank you.
I was going to say, if that next enemy would have been a Gliok, but instead it's an orange Goma. Nothing to do here for TGE, so he'll have to go another way.
Yeah, we haven't seen two-headed or four-headed.
Or three-headed. They come in that variety, too.
Yeah, but chat can't emote meme.
No, but jaylow does get a Triforce out of level 2. That's his second on the board. He's going to go back to level 2, but he's going to find the bad news that the item he needs... He's not going to come back. Well,
oh, he got... TGE tried to Kananaki the other way. He got bopped by a turret.
Those BMOs. You hate to see it. And there's Zelda's room, but Zelda is nowhere to be found, and TG's just going to up A, try again.
Well, it's level 8, so it's a big dungeon, but you are talking about 2 items, so it is one you want to invest some time in, because it's could easily be the key to opening up this seed. There's the Triforce, which is easy enough to get to, so no pressure in getting it now.
That's right, nothing blocking it, so just an easy pickup there. Gliok goes down, does get a key for his efforts. There's a Triforce room. There's our Gliok, and it's a 4-headed variety. And we've got shutter doors, too.
Not bad on the HP, though.
Oh, a clutch finish there. He was just tanking it, putting that red ring to work, and he had just a sliver of health. But another Patra as jaylow gets his Triforce out of level 6, so now we're tied up in that department.
Yeah, we're tied up. TGE does know where this easy Triforce is in 8, but he's on the item hunt because, boy, we need items right now.
Yeah, funnily enough, jaylow got that same Y-Force in level 6 that TGE got right smack dab in the middle of that room, and jaylow's like, nah, come back later.
Chat saying the Patra count is 5? That low? Feels like more.
I expect to see about 15 of them in level 9 then. Then there's another one! And another! With the compass, but it's ladder block 2! I love it, Trenton.
That'll inflate the count quick.
Yes, it certainly will. So
now you're really glad you found the white sword early, because
I know, this white sword
the HP has been such that white sword is a huge difference maker.
Oh, absolutely, and TG has just 1 heart left, but should be able to finish off Patra here, no problem, and gets a key for his efforts. And, oh my gosh, it's another ladder block. Perhaps. Jaylow now in level 4. And he sees the bomb upgrade. Not gonna purchase it. I wonder what he's saving his money for, Trent.
Gotta be keys.
And you know, it's sound if that's the case. If he's not gonna spend it on a bomb upgrade, spend it on keys. And you know, if that's his strategy, it's a good one. I mean, knowing what we know about the bomb upgrades. Jaylow still doesn't know about him. I mean, we do here in the commentators with, as does TGE.
Yeah, my thought process in saying that is, if he was just worried about bait, he could buy a bomb upgrade and buy bait.
Of course.
But if he's worried about keys, he would want enough money to buy 2 keys instead of just 1.
I could buy 3.
Jaylow exploring 4. We have not found an item in 4 yet. We've just found pain, misery, and death.
Oh, I know.
In other words, fun for chat.
That's right, and fun for us commentators as well. But TG not giving up here in level 8, but so far we have found nothing.
They found a compass and a Triforce.
By the way, and a lot of lag, too. This is like playing CV2 Randomizer, which is another game where you can experience a lot of lag, and TG takes down those blue moblins here.
Yeah, those moblins are going to fire their arrows, which is going to put you with the...
Look at this map
I'm
here.
sorry, forget what I was saying. I don't... That shape.
Wow, that is quite a shape, I must say there, Trenton.
You know what? Level 8 is doing the tango.
Yeah, it's the old 35 room level 8. It's a lot.
Level 8 is doing the tango. They're in a dip.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going with. Alright, so TGE, this is helpful for having an idea where to bomb, but then there's blue Wizrobes everywhere.
Yep. And, oh dear, TGE now out of keys again and gonna have to now take down the blue Wizrobes. And again, it's 2 hearts base, so he's still losing half a heart.
I don't think
I
he
think they
wanted
rolled
to
up,
spend
too.
that key. I think he got bopped up into it.
Well, they didn't roll down because, you know, they have 10 HP base. He's down to half a heart. So he's in big trouble. He's trying to take down as many as he can, but yeah, this is just not working for TGE.
Because he had already been in that room, so I think he got bopped in more than intentionally exploring that way. Now, he left the room, even though he had damage on the other enemies, but what that did accomplish for him is save the kills as long as he doesn't leave the dungeon.
Yeah, but it's not really going to do him much good, you know, because he's got no bombs now. He's going to have to find some bombs. Well, he does find some bombs from these orange Wizrobes.
Sometimes just being off to an easier start in a room makes a difference.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to try to, you know, build those hearts back up, you know, with 5 blue Wizrobes instead of 8 blue Wizrobes. You know, it's definitely going to be a little bit easier.
And he's back to 8 bombs.
And that could help him.
Oh, Jaylow broke down and used a potion in order to finish off this Patra. You don't like to use them in the dungeons before 9, but that's an understandable scenario to do it because, of course, Patra's not going to respawn.
Yeah, he now has no potions left. He had spent one previously, so he'll have to buy some more or pick one up from a take any. There's one left. There's the heart for jaylow. He'll be up to 7.
So there you go, TGE able
One
to
more.
clear
He
out.
gets the
those
kill.
reserves.
Very nicely done. There's another Patra!
Forget bombs. I bet you'd like to have more Patra.
Right.
And it's going to be
I'm
required
enjoying
for any
this.
progress. Or he's out of bombs. He can't look
Yeah,
in the
he
room below.
can't. Nope, he won't be able to zoo. It's time to take down Patrick, and he's only got 1 heart left. Here's my concern for TGE. If he dies to this room, that Wizrobe room might respawn.
It will, because it'd be too many rooms away to walk back.
Yeah, he needs to get this kill. This is going to be very tough, but he can do it.
Yeah, and it wouldn't go back to the lesser number either. That would be a full room respawn.
Good news, though. Looks like TGE did take down the Master B. This should be an easy finish. Yeah, he's got it. Let's see if he
Not a
can get
bad room to fight a Patra in.
Oh, he
this
gets a
space.
nickel drop, so he's still at 1 heart. What do we have? Oh, I think TG's had about enough of this scene. This has been a Patra-laden level 8. This is like the Tic-Tac-Toe 90 level 8 with all the Patra Waynes. Unbelievable.
Well, if I found myself in this unfortunate position...
Waterfall, or Recorder Lake, I mean.
Yes! Let's at least take the chance that it helps.
Right. But right now, TG's not giving up. He's going to find a way. He seems to be pot committed to this dungeon trend.
Good news is the Patras won't respawn even if he leaves.
The bad news is those blue Wizrobes that were guarding those Patras will.
Yeah.
And they're going to take at least 5 white sword hits, because they did not go down in 2 bombs.
You know what? That's more of a reason right there. You can grab that Triforce and you got the recorder to get back here.
I'm telling you, right now, this play that TG is making here in level 8 is buying jaylow time.
Well, we say that, and then he could find the ladder in theory.
True.
Change
but
everything.
What if jaylow checks Recorder Lake? Your theory is right about level 3 being there, and it opens up the seat. That happens, we have a new leader.
Well, I mean, they're tied up in Triforce, although really TGE has level 8.
I mean, he knows where it is, he just has decided not to pick it up at the moment. Now, jaylow is closing in on Recorder Lake. Is he going to go that way? Is he going to head for level 5? He's heading for it. I think he's going
right
for
there.
it. Yeah.
This could be a big moment.
This very well could be, Trenton. This could be the game changer right here. jaylow gets his recorder. The lake drains. Do we have level 3? No!
Ooh. So we have either like Power Bracelet or Raft available in one of these dungeons.
Oh, these runners have to earn it, Trenton. So that was the 3rd and final large that jaylow just found behind Recorder Lake. So it was just nothing but buried treasure.
Good news is you can record her back to any of the dungeons you've grabbed the Triforce out of, and also considering how clustered together they are, that puts you close to all of them.
Now, large was 68 rupees, so now jaylow's in level 5. He has no keys. Now that's another thing. You know, we haven't really seen much level 5 because we were key blocked. But jaylow does have the recorder, and we'll see if he's able to... The Triforce is recorder blocked, and jaylow's going to pick it up, so now both of our runners have 4 Triforce pieces.
Yeah, that's solid. You had the chance to kill it. We do not know what's in this 5 yet.
And TG just bought another key. That's his 3rd purchase of this seed. TG is going to get that bonus heart container, our white sword item. So he's now up to 8 hearts. He's 2 hearts away from a shot at the magical sword. It's a 20% shot, but a shot nonetheless.
So I guess TGE had a couple of spots up here on Death Mountain that he didn't bomb yet.
Right.
Although
he does not know about level 9 yet.
Yeah, alright, that's fair. Because I was going to say, of course, to us, this can't be 3, so...
But he doesn't know that.
He knows that the block has to be out there, but yeah, he hasn't checked Recorder Lake yet. The jaylow probably needs a breather. I mean, this is a long seed going here.
Yeah, this has not been a fun seed for our runners here. I mean, these runners have had to earn it right now. The game has given them no breaks. Now TGE knows about level 9. Level 9 was at the hot spot, as I would call this in commentary, because back a couple tournaments ago, this spot would generally have a level more often than not.
So, again, following the clustering theme, it's pretty low, close to level 8. Ergo, I now conclude that level 3 is going to be the power bracelet any road.
Well, it could be power bracelet, but it still could be raft. TG going
I'm
back
just
to
saying,
level
following
8.
the cluster theory.
Right.
Although, Eastern raft spot would also fit with cluster theory.
I agree. I want one of them to be a docking feed, too. One be a docking feed, the other be level 3. jaylow going back to level 6 now.
TGE back into 8, and I guess that's just a byproduct of, well, he's been through 1, he's been through 2, he's been through 4, 5, he's just had progress block in all these dungeons. In 8, the only progress block we have right now is combat. We don't have an item blocking us in 8 so far.
The other wild card, though, Trenton, is level 5, because even though jaylow got the Triforce out of that Dig Dogger, remember, he was key blocked because he had no keys. TG has not gone back to level 5 yet, so there's a possibility that level 5 could also be the ticket.
And for TGE, he still has to explore that recorder spot as well.
Right, which we know is just a large secret, so, I mean, he's not missing out on anything, so it's not really costing him at the moment. Now jaylow finds that map of level 6.
A little easier time with that Wizrobe room now.
Yeah. Having the beam sword, having 8 hearts, having maximum bombs. He made that look easy because he still has 8 hearts. And there's another Patra!
I think there's 15 Patras in 8.
There must be at least 8 Patras in 8. You're right, Trenton. I'm telling you, he's going to bomb to the north, and we're going to see another Patra. Come on.
Here's the one thing I wish he had done different, is if he was going to come this way, I wish he'd left one Wizrobe alive in that room.
Yeah, because that room now could respawn if he goes too far off.
Yeah, and if this ends up being a transport staircase, are you going to not check
And it is a staircase. No, it's not going to be transport. We've already found it. It's the wand. That's another boost for Patra combat right there, because you can use the wand and sword technique to deal double damage now.
Yes, it's like I could have used this 10 Patras ago.
Exactly. So that'll make combat easier. Yeah, watch there be no more Patras in this seed.
And there's a staircase.
This could be the second item. And it is now. This is the transport. So the next staircase he finds will be that second item.
Does that put him on the other side of...
Well, now he's going to have to do those blue Wizrobes over again because he's now too far off.
I don't think this seed is beatable.
And jaylow finally decides to purchase that bomb upgrade, and he discovers the bad news that it's only 2 extra bombs. But again, he really didn't have much else to spend money on other than keys. But will that be a play that kind of hurts jaylow later on?
key blocked out of 2 rooms in 8. So we have found the wand in 8. It's the first of our 2 items there. Chat, at 1 hour and 7 minutes, we have found 3 dungeon items.
That is hard to believe.
That's why I had to say it out loud. It's because it's one thing to sit here and watch it, but then to actively think
Look
about
at what
the fact
TGE's
it's been that
doing.
long.
Going for the Guinea farming here. You don't see this very often. He's trying to cash in on some extra
money.
rupees.
Key
like
money,
it.
I'm thinking.
Yes, it definitely is for key money. There is no question about it.
And that's another veteran move on TGE's part. Do the damage before you spawn everything to hit you.
Yeah, now he has to make sure he keeps track of where the correct one is. And hey, he's going to get a couple of nickels and several singles. So not too shabby on that particular Guinea.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know what else we can do right now except key in 5.
Unfortunately, got some bad RNG there. Just 6 rupees that time.
Also, we're running out of potential items to be in level 9. Just keep in mind, because we're finding all of the stuff that could be.
I'm going to say...
Boomerangs, obviously.
Well, double ring was one of my thoughts. I think we're going to find the any key in 9. And it's going to be blocked by 8 blue Wizrobes.
Of course, silver arrows could also hang out in there as well. And
yeah, that'll be the other item, silvers. I'll call those 2 items now. And a lot of Patras, right?
And a Patra in level 8.
That has been the theme of this level 8, that is for sure, Trenton.
Octorok is weak to Plasma Beam. I'd be willing to try it.
There's only one problem. We don't have any Plasma Beams. You'd have to talk to Samus Aran, and this is just a Zelda randomizer tournament, not the Z1M1 combo randomizer that, some people do run.
Just to follow up with a question in chat, important items cannot be in 9, so it won't be any of our overworld blocks.
Correct.
So we know like bow, raft, ladder, power bracelet will not be in 9.
Yep, absolutely right, Trenton. So there's no double or triple dipping for those particular reasons, right there, that we have seen in other Zelda randomizer weeklies in the past. So that's the 4th key that TGE has bought now in the seed.
He recorded back to 8. He's got a key. He was key blocked out of 2 rooms that we saw via the transport staircase up under the letter N on the map. And he will not have to fight the Wizrobes to get back there, by the way.
Now, Jaylow is back to level 5 with a key in hand. If we find the bow or the ladder here in level 5, he's in this race.
Now, this was the Triforce room. Jaylow already got it.
That's a Gliok room with a Dodongo, but there's no drop here. This needs to be a staircase or we're blocked. No staircase. So he's going to retry, get his key back.
The Wall Masters, but no, that wouldn't have been an item.
So, yep, level 5 was also a bust, Trenton.
Yeah, I think that's bow blocked.
Unless...
Who rolled this seed, asks chat. I refuse to answer on the grounds that I might incriminate myself.
Oh yeah, there's a locked door here too. So yeah, now he's going to use the key here. So he's still playing.
By the way, for those of you who would like to see SK and Figalis, that because our schedule's a little thrown off here, that's going to move over to SpeedGaming 3. So, maybe you want to pop open another tab, have another window open, see 2 great races at once. That is an option for you. I want to be sure people know that if they were tuning in to see one of their favorites.
That kind of makes you wonder, Trin, if this is going to be our next 3-hour masterpiece, that we've had in Zelda Randomizer history. I know there have been some doozies in the past several years of tournament play.
Well, look, TGE told me to roll this seed, so I'm still blaming him. Always hashtag blame TGE.
You always blame TGE. That's just how it works in this community.
Yes. Besides, he forgot to add the crew to the event so that we would get our invites, and I had to do all that. So.
And now he's just now he's paying the price. See, the game knows. It doesn't matter who you are.
Here goes his recorder late check and burn the Octorok.
Burn the Octorok. At least he'll get his 68 rupees, but no, that's gonna put him closer to another key.
I'd probably buy it. I mean, we need as many keys as we can get in this seed. Now, this part of the world is where all of the levels are.
Now jaylow going back for that heart that he was not able to pick up on the first attempt. So both of our runners now at 8 hearts. It's a pretty close race. So he has to be
thinking about the chance of a magic sword to make that play.
I agree. And TG going back to that level 8 that he is just about full clear, Trin.
Yeah, he says I haven't seen enough Patras today, so I need more. He will have to fight the Blue Wizrobe Room on this run, because...
Yet again.
Because when he cleared it last, he decided to explore the Northwest instead, and the game rewarded him appropriately. Now, he's going to have to get back through the Wizrobe Rooms. He won't have to re-clear the one Patra, but I think he's got another Patra in the way.
You say that, but one of these days... I mean, Fred might be watching. One of these days, he might come up with a flag where bosses can respawn.
Laz, you know you don't have to say every bad idea.
Oh, come on! It would be fun! It would be fun for the audience to see!
This transport,
we've seen this before.
He's off on where he's going. He's already done this. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm wrong.
He's going to use the key to the south here again.
Oh, because he didn't have enough keys.
He needed a second key. Yeah, it's one of those passageways. And yeah, the 5 loungers room might be a push block. Let's take a look. If it is, it's the item.
Ladder.
And it is. What is the second item? It's the ladder! He's opened up this seed. TGE definitely firmly in the lead right now, but jaylow's in the same level 7. However, he's just started this level 8. I said level 7. Level 8. jaylow's just started this level 8, and he's going to be in for a big surprise, Triton.
If TGE is going for the book right now, I have no idea why. Because I think he has the map to all of these, but... Okay, if you don't have the map to one of them, then that's gonna make it easier to identify bomb walls.
Well, or he might want it for level 9, because for all we know, Zelda, or in his case, Ganon, because he's playing as a Wizrobe, could be guarding the map.
Oh, I said before, and I'll say again, I would pick up the book Atlas just to have for level 9. I'm curious why he's doing it right now. Now, if he doesn't have the map to one of these dungeons, then that's perfectly reasonable play. Although I think it would have been faster if he went south one screen and then left. I don't know. Seems like it to me.
Well, that's why it's easier to play this game backwards, as I like to say. But there's jaylow's dilemma right here. Yeah, that's right. You stab that old man, jaylow. You take your frustrations out on him.
Can we go back to the large secret being small tonight?
Right.
How looming is that now?
Very. 31 rooms of level 7 here.
We haven't talked about this in a while, so there may be new people coming in. Let's kind of give you a feel of what we've been through. The first thing we found was the red ring as the Armos item. That took about 10 minutes for TGE. Jaylow had it and another couple. So, first item, both runners. At that point, you're feeling good. You get the red ring. This is going to help combat all seed, and we got it early. You're feeling good. On a high, then. In the next hour, we found 2 dungeon items. And then in the last 15 minutes, we found 2 more.
Yeah, now with TG finding the ladder, he's pretty much going to turn on the afterburners here. The longer it takes for JLo to find this ladder here in level 8, the bigger of a lead TGE can build on it.
And one of these is going to have to be the bow pretty early because we're clearly Goma blocked in a couple places. So
right.
We're very much on bow alert.
I mean, it could be in 2. Because remember, that was a ladder block.
And still missing level 3, so power break silver arrows!
There's the silver arrows that we need to take down Ganon. So now TG needs to find the Triforce here. I'd like to see this Triforce be blocked. And I guess that's the reason why we didn't see any arrow purchases from... TG did not buy arrows, did he?
He did.
Oh, they both did. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, well.
But I go back to, I said I wouldn't do it without the bow.
And guess what? You'd be right, because silvers were not in 9. They were in lucky 7. And hey, what a big find there for TGE, the compass.
That's a great time to find the compass in 7.
And I'll tell you what, it's an even greater time to find a key for TGE, because he could be key blocked out of this Triforce.
Yeah, I'd fight the Dark Nuts too here and see if you can
agree.
find a free route to get there instead.
I mean, you've got the wand, you've got the white sword, you can deal 4 HP of damage quickly if you do it right. Solid fight. Well, he's going to need a key anyways, because that was just the H-mode room.
Yeah, and I like his choice of which room to go through. I think this makes more sense.
Well,
Come on, bomb wall!
Did you think it was going to be that easy, Trenton? He's going to have to take down this Dig Dogger and go around. Now watch there
There's
be
a
a
difference
locked door.
between what I think and what I hope for.
Watch there be a locked door when he goes to the north to the left. Watch.
They'll probably bomb it if there
foiled.
is.
He's going to have to bomb, right? There we go.
Yeah, it had to be.
All right. Okay, I was a little off. Trent. I told you there'd be a locked door. I was just 1 room off.
Chad, if you have a commentator's curse emote, we're gonna need that right now.
Yes, it was the wrong room, but it was the right idea, Trenton. He's gonna have to find another key if he wants that Triforce, or buy another one if he must.
All right, here's the good news. Keep in mind, he can leave right now. He can record her back via 1. It's 1 screen away. Level 7, level 1. They're right next to each other. He really doesn't have to push this issue right now.
Meanwhile, JLo's back into level 4.
And those keys have...
He found a key!
There you go. That's why he did that.
Wow. TGE's move pays off. Now, what is guarding the Triforce? Yes!
It's always Patra!
Yes, I love it! Why not throw in one more Patra Wayne to guard the Triforce in Never 7? Mark it on the board for TGE.
Oh, okay. So what do we have? In this area, he's got 1, 6, 7, 2, 4 is the next closest level that's over to the left that he does not have the Triforce out of yet.
And it would make the most sense to go there, but instead he's going to go back to level 6.
We don't have the item out of 6, so
No.
This is still fairly important because, again, we know we're still missing an overworld block.
Correct, because we have not found level 3 yet, which is we now know is either Power Bracelet block or Raft blocked.
And there's, if you're rooting for the troll of it being a chain, there's no way for it to be a chain. So it can't be raft leading to power.
Yeah.
That's off the table.
Right. And we got jaylow purchasing a key here because he did not have any. I must say, I've done randomizer commentary where I'm approaching 6 years. I don't think I've ever seen a key-starved steed like this one. And if I have seen one, a TGE, that was a key!
That's why he's going back, Laz.
I can't remember the last time I've seen such a key-starved steed like this one. I think the most keys anybody has had at any time is, what, 3?
You know, it didn't even dawn on me to count how many keys TGE has bought. But I know it's more than 4.
Yeah, it's at least 5. It's a lot.
It's like, that's a tremendous number to see purchased. Even by one... Even on a just race. That's a lot of keys to see purchased. To see one runner purchase that many.
Yeah, which further, in my opinion, is going to confirm my belief that the any key is at 9. And it's going to be behind 8 blue Wizros, because why not? jaylow's in level 4. Now remember, we were bow blocked out of progression in this stage.
I gotta figure this is a night where half of you is thinking, would the other runner just finish already? Versus, well, at least somebody else is suffering with this too. It's not just me. Power bracelet in 6.
That's a big find there for TGE. So, because with that, there's a 2 in 3 chance he'll be able to find level 3 with that power bracelet. Because we have 4 power bracelet spots versus 2 raft spots.
Now, for what it's worth, as an anecdote, our progression of items has been, most recently, the level 8 wand, the level 8 ladder, the level 7 silvers, the level 6 power bracelet.
Aha! And jaylow finds the item in level 4, and it is the red candle. He's going to go ahead and pick it up. Difference between the red candle and the blue candle. With the blue candle, you can only fire it once on a screen. If you want to use it again, you got to go to another screen. With the red candle, you can fire it as many times as you want on the same screen, but a maximum of 2 shots can be on there at once.
So, for level 9 items, that now leaves us with the boomerangs and the magic key.
Right. And there's level 3 at the fairy fountain spot. We do have a segmented level 3 trend.
Hey, Laz. Guess how close it is to level 4?
Same row, right? Or column?
Same row! 2 screens to the left.
Like I said, we are playing tic-tac-toe or tic-tac-toe, if you just want to go with the conventional game, with dungeons tonight. That's amazing. I love it.
I'll try to put this in context for chat. From level 3, you'd go 2 screens to level 4, 2 screens to 6, 1 more to get level 1, 1 more to get level 7, 2 more to get level 2. That's how close these dungeons are.
It's absolutely bonkers. And look at this. We need another key to progress in a dungeon. Man, what a key starved seed. Well, here is the Triforce. He's not going to pick it up right now because we still need to find the bow, which again, logic would dictate it's probably there. Now, he is going to pick up the Triforce, I guess, to get a refill on his health.
We've got 2, 3, and 5 has to have the bow and the raft.
Oh, no, that wasn't a pickup. He got, the Dig Darker's like, hey, you're picking up that Triforce and you're going to like it.
Yeah, that's happened to TGE a couple times tonight. Why not explore the other direction first?
And 5 keys is the other penalty for the bugger room, and we've only seen so many keys, and it's another Patra! Oh, I love this seed, Trenton. I'm glad I'm not playing it.
That's over 400 rupees worth of keys.
I know.
Well, over 300 at least.
Oh, this scene has been something else, Trenton. This one is an instant classic for sure. Is jaylow back to level 1? I think
we got staircase, but this is gonna be the transport.
Of course it is. It's not the item. It'd be too easy if it was the item.
Well, we were out of rooms on the southern segment anyway, so it had to be.
Guess what? Another Patra. Oh my god! I'm surprised.
Okay, I think I know what my opening line when they get in here is.
I'm surprised there was not a Patra in that maze room there. I couldn't believe there was nothing there. There's the heart container, but TG gets his heart back. A rupee boss, he's zeroing in on the item in here, and we find, oh shoot!
When they get in here, we're going to say the commentary team has been replaced with more Patra.
I know, right. I should probably file my applications in now for the next commentary assignment elsewhere. Because we're going to be replaced by Patras.
Another key lock! That's the item! Or no, I'm sorry, that's one.
No,
sorry,
it's
forgive
not.
me.
Yep. It looked like it. This could be the item.
Should be.
And of course it's a triple dongo here, so he's going to have to nail these shots. Back
The
goes...
way tonight is gone, that's got to be one of the most refreshing sights.
Absolutely. I would take triple dongos over Patras any day of the week, as long as I can land my shots. And it's a red herring!
Oh, God.
Oh, the seed! Oh, maybe the 5 loungers. Nope, it's not because of the shutter door. So we know this room right here has to be. Yep, diamond staircase. Just Zols finds the clock. Trying to do the clip. What do we have? Is it the bow? No, it's the raft.
Which
Where's
is a
the bow?
total whammy. Raft can't be anything.
Yep. Well, he's gonna pick it up anyways, but that is not progression. We need the bow. 2. Level 2. Remember that was ladder blocked.
2 and 5. One of them has to have the bow.
Exactly.
And I feel like 5 was Goma blocked, so 2 is looking like... I'm going off memory, which is a dangerous thing to do. But
2 was ladder blocked. That's why, because you see that one square that's in the middle row there? That was a complete ladder block there.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure we were Goma blocked in 5.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a key block somewhere in this level 2, and poor TG is going to have to farm for some more keys. That's right, there was a ladder block! There was a ladder block!
Well, he can't get through here. He doesn't have a key, and it's not a key drop because there's a heart container.
Oh, so we've got 9 heart containers on the board for TGE. So yes, we need another key. And TGE is going to have to exit or hope he can find another key, and I don't think he's going to find either.
Was there a money-making game near the start screen? I mean, that's the most important question now.
I don't know.
Where's the nearest one? Save and find it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no one has played Money Making Game yet, so we have no idea what the jackpot prizes are for victories.
I mean, I usually like to meme Money Making Game anyways.
He's going back to the guinea farming.
But realistically, when you look at the time investment, if you had easy access to a money-making game and just save and retried, it would be faster to do that and get 6 keys.
Looks like some people have figured out the recorder theme, and contrary to when I'm normally doing commentary, it's not Final Fantasy.
What is jaylow searching for at this point? Not sure what he's looking for right now.
Oh, what a nasty set of RNG there. Just getting 2 rupees on that guinea right there. But that is enough for TG to purchase that key.
Do you stop at 1, though?
I know, because knowing how this seed is, there is going to be another key block.
This is the scene where the mugger was -5 keys. Just for context, that's how much this game is punishing us tonight on keys.
Right, I'm going to tell you right now. There's going to be 2 more mugger rooms in level 9, and at least one of them is going to block progress. I'm calling it right now. So TG does purchase that key.
Laz, can I just ask the other silly question? Where are our keys? Because in logic, we're not supposed to have to buy them.
9. They're in 9. All of them. Any keys in 9? I'll bet you there's like 10 key drops in 9 too.
Chat asked, have we seen bait block? No, we have not.
Look, bait block. Oh, a bait block and 2 mugger rooms? Yes, please.
Alright, jaylow searching through 7. 7 has the silver arrows, so it's definitely critical for him to find those. Although it won't be the progress, so it'll be about the most frustrated you'll ever be to find the silver arrows.
No question about it here. So now with the key in tow, will he be able to progress in this dungeon, or are we going to just have more key blocks? Let's find out. That's a shutter door, so it's a bomb.
Hands up if you were surprised this was not a Patra.
I'm surprised not only that it was not a Patra, but there was no key block to the left. We got Manmolas instead.
There's still rooms that could be key locked.
Oh, I know.
That's not off the table.
Oh! There's
You just needed the ladder out of 8.
He's probably thinking, it's about dang time, game.
You know what? The game knows how to give that to you whenever you're at as many keys as you've ever had.
Yeah, you rarely see it at 0.
The most we've had all night was 3.
The most we've had all night is 3 for either of our players. That is absolutely crazy, because normally when you find the any key, you've got like 10, 12, 15 keys at the toe. Having it at 0 is the best feeling in the world, but I'm kind of disappointed that any key's not a 9. So now...
Bo's in 5, because there's no other option.
Correct.
And we have a double boomerang 9, like you had hoped for.
We do have double rangs in 9. That was going to be one of my guesses, but I really wanted that any key to be in 9. But we got double rangs
Level
in 9.
5 was kind of off on its own. It's over in the dead forest. So that's where TG is heading.
That's why we're
probably
filling out
a trip
the rest
to the
of
ferry
the grid.
first.
Yeah, that's why we're filling out the rest of the grid right now there. Trenton is because we now know by process of elimination, Bo must be in 5 and the double boomerangs must be in 9.
And did TG not get the Triforce out of 4?
He has not gotten the Triforce out of 4
hasn't.
No, not yet.
Okay, so there's the Goma that I thought was blocking us, was Bo blocking us, but there's the key door to go up and theoretically around it.
Yeah, JLo had checked that and there was nothing there. All the actions to the left.
But big difference between the runners here is they're both in 5, is TGE having all the keys. He's not going to be stopped by that, which also by logic has to be the, there has to be progress via the key door, because the boat can't be blocked and required.
Oh, this is a great strategy right now that JLo's doing. You know, he's farming that rupee boss.
Oh, this game, that's a very big brain play.
At 10 rupees a pop, why not? TG is going to grab the Triforce here in level 5 because he was checking to the right. Nothing there. He'll go back because he has to know Bo's here.
Yeah, there's no question. This.
So we have both of our runners here in level 5 here, but again, unfortunately for JLo, he does not have the ladder, and he does not have any keys either. The only way to get the any keys, you have to have the ladder to get that any key.
Also, could we get a runner command in chat, please? Because keep in mind what these runners have gone through for the last hour and a half. Are you not entertained, chat?
Definitely. Yeah, please make sure you follow both of our runners here tonight because they have been through the ringer. Let's see if this will be the bow or if it's the transport. Of course it's not the bow. Do you think you're going to find it on the first try?
Of course not. There wasn't even a Patra in the way.
And that could have been a push block too. Broken triple bar rooms are in second quest.
Okay, well, the bow can't be south of us.
I'm starting to feel this could be like a segmented level 5, you know, like the vanilla level 5. I think that's exactly what it is. We are blocked. You have to take the staircase.
Is there any reason for jaylow to stop short of max money doing this play?
No.
If you're him, max your money and buy as many keys as you can. I see no reason to do anything different.
So, yep, you gotta take the stairs a la vanilla level 5 to get anywhere. And look at that, 2 more locked doors. Man, what a seed.
Oh, this is gonna be miserable if jaylow comes back here and tries to explore it with purchased keys.
Oh, yes, because now he has to play the game of two-door Monty. You do find the bomb hole here, and there's the tea room. Well, we haven't seen any of these tonight, the old wall masters.
They haven't been in too many required rooms for combat, which
No.
is also probably where a lot of our keys have been, in plenty of those easy rooms.
Hey, there's a boss we hadn't seen. I kind of went over my head. We hadn't seen any manhandlers there. And there's our quote-unquote bait block, so nothing doing.
Yep, no bait block in 9.
Hey, there's another Patra.
Always more Patra. Now we can find the bow because there was a Patra.
Now it's just a matter
I'm
of
pretty...
finding that room.
Well, we are obviously in double-digit Patras. I mean, there's no question of that. The question is how close to 20 are we?
Well, somebody suggested 14. Oh,
I
shoot.
think that's low.
Yeah, I'm thinking 17. Well, it's got to be that last room, right?
I didn't get enough of a look there, but...
Yeah, this is it.
Here we go.
This broken triple bar room. Wow, with Blueberries this time.
It's not even a Patra at all.
Pretty simple to take on. Here it comes. There it is. Show us that D. And boom.
There we go. Is he gonna burn it?
I would. He
Nah.
doesn't. It's TG's like,
His
you
meme
know what?
game is off after almost 2 hours of this.
Yeah, the memes are off, and for all TG knows, he might be thinking he's behind. We know he's way ahead.
Yeah, biggest difference is jaylow not able to get the ladder out of 8.
Yeah, that 8 was a particularly nasty, nasty dungeon with all those Wizrobes and Patras. I mean, I can understand why jaylow wants no part of that 8. TG back into 4 to get the Triforce here.
It should be pretty quick, and obviously no more key blocks to slow us down.
Well, it may be pretty quick, but it could be anywhere.
Well, if I were to summarize this seed in one sentence, it would be, I bet you'd like to have more keys.
Absolutely. jaylow actually has a key on the board, because he did make that purchase.
Yeah, he purchased 2. I think that's all he got. So have there been more Patras or keys in this seed? I don't even think it's close. I'd say Patra hands down.
I agree. I think we've seen more Patras than keys.
I'm not sure we've seen 10 keys that we didn't have to buy.
It's not been many. Oh, that's just a nickel. That's not a Triforce. And look at that, another locked door. So this is where JLo found his red candle.
Yeah. TGE might check this anyways, looking for the wood boomerang.
Yeah, we know that all hails in level 9 as well as the scrap.
He's sticking with... He's playing to win. He's just going for it.
Yep. He's clearing this room, thinking perhaps maybe there's a drop. Let's find out. Nope, not this time.
Chet saying something about in JLo's defense. I don't think JLo needs any defending. I don't think JLo has done anything wrong.
Oh, no.
The only thing I would even question on JLo's side is I think he should have maxed his money and bought as many keys as he could when he was farming that Ruby boss.
And yes,
that is literally the only thing I'd question.
I completely agree. If that item in level 4, if that would have been the ladder or the bow, yeah, this could have been a very, very different race. That's just bombs, but he'll go ahead and pick that up. Gotta be careful. He's down to 1 heart. Now, hey, a couple of keys we've seen now in this level 4.
Well, yes.
That really matters.
We have the magic key now.
Of course, because the game knows.
It does.
Uh-oh. Oh! And the blue Lambola is saying, hey, why don't you have some more fun with this seed and go back to start?
Ooh, that's an interesting point. Thank you, version. JLo did that restarting stuff at the beginning of this seed, and he was able to take a couple muggers out of his path, so he would have been that much more money-starved.
True.
In a seed where we needed every bit of it we could get.
Yeah, because this ended up being a poverty seed. Now, I wouldn't call it a deluxe poverty seed because the mediums were so good, but when you have a large at 68 and you're having to purchase all these keys, this definitely qualifies as a poverty seed.
You know, this randomizer has been around for a while. There's been a lot of races. I sincerely doubt there's ever been one with more keys purchased between 2 runners.
Yeah, I can only recall ever calling one other race where I've seen runners constantly purchasing keys. I don't remember who the 2 runners were. It was 3 or 4 years ago in a tournament, and I want to say it was a swordless tournament. I kinda sure it was, but yeah, all boards, no swords. I want to say it was a tournament. That tournament, I called the race where both of the runners were constantly purchasing keys. That's the only other time I can recall trend of runners purchasing so many. There's another key. See, now we're seeing all the keys. They are all in level 4, evidently, but they were all blocked. There's the compass, and of course, one room away from the Triforce. Go figure. But we gotta take on this Tektite and Pancake Feast.
Okay, good news for JLo. He's in the right level.
Bad news is he's got to somehow find it in this mess of 35 rooms. But TGE is now ready to go into level 9. Now, we'll see if he decides to check for the magical sword. He probably won't. I mean, he does have a 20% chance. But
well, he's probably going to record it at 8, so it would take 3 screens over to check that. It's the opposite direction of 9, but they're close to each other, close-ish.
Yep, that is correct.
But JLo getting an extra key, that's a welcome sight. So yeah, there he recorded to 8. If he goes left, he's checking mags. He's not going to check it.
Yeah, and I don't fault him. It's, like I said, he must think he's behind. We know he's ahead. But, and again, it's only a 20% chance. I don't think I would have made the play either.
It's kind of interesting to think about, but I feel like we just didn't kill quite as many dungeon rooms off that you would expect.
All right, here we go.
And I think that's to have not found the heart containers, I think, is the telling point of that. And the reason it matters is that's probably had a lot to do with why we didn't find the keys.
Absolutely, I totally agree 100%.
Well, the good news about this room is with the bubbles, the rest of the junk isn't going to respawn.
Right. 48 rooms, 4 dozen rooms. So we have got to find the roar and the door. So here's how this is going to work. 6 sets of transport cases. We've got our 2 boomerangs. Now, if we find a room with a single shuttered door, if we full clear that room and that door does not open, that is where Zelda is. Or in TGE's case, Ganon, because he's playing as one of Ganon's minions. But that one opens, so that is not where the kidnapped is. We're also listening for the roar of Ganon, or in Ganon TG's case, the roar of Zelda. Hears it, then Zelda is 1 room adjacent to where he currently is. Because this is shaped dungeons, when the room goes dark, we know we have found the room.
I don't know what this shape is, but I know it's eating the keys. It might be Pac-Man eating the keys.
Oh, there's a Landmola. Yeah, people are wondering how many Patras we're going to see here in this level 9.
I don't think we will, as weird as that sounds.
We're probably going to be disappointed, and we're going to find no Patras.
Checking the one off. Watch this be the transport staircase to that troll one-off room.
What one-off?
That one all the way to the east is an isolated transport room.
I see.
No other way to get there.
Oh, at start. Right, right. Hey, look, a key.
Of course.
That's just a dead end.
Yeah, I would take the staircase, because if it's the magic staircase, then you're gonna be ticked off that you didn't check it.
I noticed JLo's timer has stopped. I wonder if he has thrown in the towel for this race.
He is not. Not in the race room. He may just need a breather.
Or maybe his stream just stopped. Who knows? One or the other.
Well, we'll follow what we've got for now.
Alright, yeah, we've just gotten word he has forfeited from the race.
Okay, yeah, he
as long as
literally
TGE finishes, he will be your winner for tonight.
And he might tell us that JLo is the real winner, but he's
Yeah.
close, though.
Yeah,
JLo is just boiled down to he didn't find that ladder in A.
Oh, look at this! That shutter door does not open. That is where Ganon is. So now just needs to find Zelda.
Yeah, so for JLo, even if he got the ladder right now, it would still take probably 15 minutes minimum to get to 9.
Right.
Because he just has so much to do.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's Zelda. So we need to get 8 hits with the white sword, but gotta watch out, those warm Zelda hugs. Gonna cost him a full heart. Be 4 hearts if he didn't have that jewelry.
Going for the double tap method, trying to get the stun lock on. Hadn't quite picked it up yet, but not that many hits left to get. You could just stand there and let Zelda come to you at this point. There it is.
Down she goes. We've got Royal Jelly, and we've got the Triforce of Wisdom, and it's only a few seconds away, and TGE will be cutting the tape and taking home his first victory of the tournament.
TGE hadn't played many tournaments lately. I don't think he's been in the last couple, so he gets to start with a nice, strong win. A well-earned one.
And there you have it. It's the minus room. Get your GGs out for TGE. He is going to be the winner of week number 1 between him and jaylow7.
I do want to pass on that the reason JLo decided to bow out was technical issues, so I want to pass that along. And TGE, your broadcast booth has been replaced with more Patra.
Yeah, what'd you think about that seed, TG? There was more Patras than keys, huh?
11 Patras, 6 keys bought, 4 saves with retries. Where do we need to go, and is there an achievement I can get for killing every Patra I saw?
There's no way that was only 11 Patras.
No, I was counting. It was 11.
Chad had 14, and I thought that was low.
Oh, well, then maybe I stopped counting after, The Patras weren't even the worst part of that seed. Can we talk about that ladder placement?
Oh, baby, the ladder in level
there.
8. That was one of the nastiest level 8s I've ever seen. And TG, I've been calling races for 6 years, and I was mentioning I can only recall one other race I've done where runners had to purchase so many keys, and I think, I may be wrong about this, it was during an all boards, no swords tournament race where runners were just constantly purchasing keys. This was ridiculous. No more than 3 keys on the board at any time for either you or jaylow. I've never seen such a key-starved seed.
That is the most keys I have ever had to purchase. I'm sitting there, I'm buying, I need to go back through, not to listen to the commentary. I want to see chat going bananas for, oh my god, he's getting a 6th key.
We were going bananas on that, but we were going even more bananas on the Patras. You need to watch the commentary back on this one. We were losing it.
How can I watch commentary? It's all verbal.
I know.
We did break on the mugger being -5 keys.
Oh, I saw that, and I mean, my microphone is off on my stream, so you can't hear me, but my exact response was, game, are you serious right now? And then, level 3, not having the bow!
I know! That was the other thing that got us. I'm like, is it the bow? And I'm like, no! It was ridiculous.
All right. So to think of happy things from long, long ago, this was over almost 2 hours ago. You found the red ring as the first item. Things had to feel really good at that point.
This is all I'm going to say about this. Red ring was the first item. I had 3 total deaths, and this was an hour and 51-minute seed.
Yeah, and jaylow had 2 total deaths before he had to pull the plug due to technical difficulties. But yeah, this was not a fun seed.
Whoa. Speak for yourself. I had a blast. Like, this is a seed, like, it looks like a frustrating seed, but ultimately, a seed like this is putting together pieces of a puzzle. And you have to sort of figure out where you're going to go with this puzzle, because it started out, okay, where is the wood sword? In the southwest corner. Okay, cool, now where do we go? One makes the most sense. Hey, here's a Patra. Kill the Patra, get the white sword. Hey, I got red ring, white sword. I'll go on 3 hearts, I don't care. Then you start to slowly put the dominoes in place. Ladder block here, Goma block here, ladder block here. And then you're like, okay, the puzzle in this is keys. And then it just, you have to put together the pieces of that puzzle. You go through 1, you go through 6, you go through 7, you go through 2, you find all this. Well, 5 is key block. Okay, let's go to 8. 8 turned out to be an absolute monstrosity of a dungeon, but ultimately, this is one of those seeds where, yes, it can be frustrating to have to go and purchase 5 or 6 keys, but ultimately, it's putting together the pieces of a puzzle, which makes it a lot less frustrating than a seed where it's just back-to-back-to-back rooms of, here, have 8 blue wizrobes and BMO statues.
Let's see. Chat asked how you would have felt about level 2 having a boomerang. Obviously, that would have depended on the boomerang.
100% would have depended on the boomerang. Honestly, when I walked into that room and saw the Eddie key, literally like, okay, not the bow. Then I'm like, oh wait, it's the Eddie key. This is like literally the item to find right now. And in my back of my head, I'm like, and the crowd goes wild.
Personally,
especially ever has to feel about a late magic key.
I wanted the any key to be in level 9, because I initially said double rangs, which is what it ended up being, double rangs. But I'm like, wait, the way this season's going, I want that any key at 9 behind 8 blue wizrobes. But no, you got your any key in level 2, and that really accelerated the rest of that seed for you, TGE.
I mean, at that point, it's like, I'm on a bow hunt at that point. So, and I'm going to be 100% honest here. Like, I'm playing through that seed, and I'm like, I get the red ring early. It takes me 20 minutes to get a wood sword, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling really behind at the beginning of that seed. Then about an hour or so in, whenever I get the ladder, I'm like, I don't know if I feel behind anymore, or if it's just one of those seeds where we're just going to take it out back behind the shed and give it the old yeller.
I want to real quickly hype up that we have another race going on right now of Kagalis and Fury SK over on Speed Gaming 3, but coming up here on Speed Gaming in a little less than an hour, we have JSR and Dark Falls. Should be a lot of fun. So, plenty of madness and insanity still ahead. TGE, do you know offhand when your last tournament was that you played in?
Yes, my last tournament that I played in was the tournament that was held in 2019. Which I believe, I can't remember if it was top 16 or top 8, but I finished either top 16 or top 8 of that tournament. And I remember it vividly because it was a best of 3, and I think the total combined margin of difference between all 3 races was like 3 minutes total in the best of 3 that I lost.
Yeah, it was a very, very competitive one. I do vividly remember that. You had nearly pulled off that upset there in that best of 3. I mean, yeah, and all 3 races were close.
Yeah, so then we had a bunch of stuff happen. SG Live would work in one of those, and the last tournament we had, it was sort of like, I'm going to sort of sit behind the scenes and help run things and do all that. And hey, we're back here in 2022, and I don't want to say this because I know I'm going to jinx myself, but I don't think the seats can get much longer.
Well,
notice I didn't say worse. I said longer.
Well, I'll tell you what, no matter what happens to the rest of this tournament, I know we're all going to be in for a treat. But again, TG, congratulations on picking up your first victory of the Swiss rounds, and wish you best of luck in week number 2.
Yeah, not a problem. And like they said, go over and watch the match going on right now on SG3. Then if that one takes as long as this one does, do that lovely little multi-Twitch thing to come back here for 11 for JSR and Dark Falls.
Yeah, those are 2 great matches coming up. So yeah, please, if you want to watch some more, if you want more madness, go over to Speed Gaming 3. And of course, if you still want even more, come back in about an hour, a little less than that, for the JSR Dark Falls race here on Speed Gaming. You're going to enjoy it.
Well, after 2.5 hours, I don't have much else to say, but there is one thing I have been remiss in, and I want to apologize for it. Thank you so much to ProPiece for being our tracker tonight. And he's already pulled double duty, and I think he's doing even more tonight. But trackers help make these broadcasts go much better. Chat, please show love to trackers.
Absolutely.
They're unsung heroes.
You better believe it. And I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here on Speed Gaming. But again, please come back in about 50 minutes from now, where it's going to be JSR versus Dark Falls. Looks like we have Brewers fan JP on the commentary. Let me see if we have anybody else as well. Yep.
Let me.
No, we do not.
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check the master document. Hold on.
You check it. Okay.
I have the big document.
All right. Wow.
JSR Dark Falls, that'll be hype. Chat, enjoy. There's so much ahead this week. And it's going to be at all times of day because we are well represented by the Europeans this time around.
Indeed,
so
we are.
There's going to be some earlier in the day racing going on. You don't want to miss.
And I can confirm that we do have a second commentary here on the JSR Dark Files. It is Unknown Availability who's going to be joining Brewers fans.
Oh, that's their name. I thought for a moment.
No, that's an actual That's an actual name.
I love it. It's a good name. I love it. I'll have to listen in and see if they what they can do on the commentary, because it might be their debut for all we know. It should be fun.
What I know is Grad is in chat. He's returning for this tournament, and he's got Rick at some point this week, and I'm still waiting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Redbird back. Yeah, absolutely great to see Redbird back, and I can't wait to see what he'll be able to do. And that's going to be a great matchup, too. You know, Adirondack Rick, the last major tournament we had, he made a deep run as well, so that's going to be a great matchup, too.
Well, as I mentioned, after 2.5 hours, I'm out of things to say, so I'm going to say goodnight, everybody. Thank you for sticking around for this.
Yeah, thanks for watching that absolute garbage pile.
Again, for our 2 runners, jaylow7 and the Greenleaf Effect, please make sure you give them both a follow. For our tracker, ProPiece, special thanks to ProPiece for hard work getting all the tracking done for these last 2 races, and for my commentator partner, Trenton, for everybody here on Speed Gaming. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. We'll see you again in about 45 minutes for JSR versus Dark Falls. You don't want to miss it. But for now, Speed Gaming 3, we've got Fury SK, Kegalas. We'll send you over there. Have a great night, folks, and we will see you in a little while. Take care.